The classroom echoed, not with learning, but with cruel laughter. It rolled over Emeka like waves he couldn't escape. Hunched in the corner, clutching a torn notebook, he felt the sting of every mocking eye. His shoes, scuffed, breaking at the seams, were all they needed to start. Snickers grew into insults. A paper ball struck him, but it wasn't the first, or the last. Emeka tried to speak. He tried to explain, but his voice stumbled. And so did their patience. They roared louder, feeding off his silence, drawing strength from his weakness. He said nothing. He simply gathered his books and walked away, head down, heart crushed, dignity in tatters. What none of them knew was that the boy they humiliated would one day make the world stand still. The air changed when Miss Amora entered. The laughter dried up instantly. Her gaze was fire in stillness. It cut deeper than any shout could. No one moved. No one dared. The weight of her disappointment was a mirror they couldn't escape. After class, when the room had emptied, she called Emeka aside. No loud words. No spectacle. Just a quiet hand on his trembling shoulder. She saw what the others mocked. She saw the spark buried beneath the dust of shame. In that moment, a seed was planted, not of pity, but of promise. The kind the world forgets until it blooms in full. Years passed. The sky over Lagos gleamed. The gates of a corporate tower slid open with the smoothness of wealth. A black luxury car arrived, its presence like a quiet storm. Inside, the air was cool, sterile, rich with power. Tunde sat in the lobby, a shadow of the boy he once was. The pride that fueled his cruelty had faded into job rejections and long silences. His hands shook as he held his resume. Then the door opened, and time stopped. Emeka walked in. He was unrecognizable, tall, composed, draped in authority. No trembling lips, no stammer, just poise and precision. Tunde's mouth dried. The humiliation he once threw now hung in the air around him, thick and suffocating. Across the desk, Emeka's face was unreadable. There was no triumph in his eyes, only strength, only memory. Tunde sat, not by choice, but because shame had taken his legs. As Emeka opened the file before him, the past unfolded in his mind. A boy crying behind a classroom, a flickering lantern and hours spent studying. Shoes worn thin from walking miles to school. Hunger, silence, struggle, all of it. And now, here they were, the one who laughed, and the one who endured. Emeka saw it all in Tunde's face, the guilt, the fear, the desperate wish to undo what could not be undone. But Emeka had already decided. He would not meet cruelty with cruelty. He would rise above it. Because power, real power, was not in remembering the pain, but in mastering it. Outside, the world kept moving, but inside,